Hey, ladies. I'm always giving you new ways to make money or different ways to make money. And I found two articles in Business Insider that I thought were very interesting about being a notary signing agent. I read through this first article here. I really liked it because it gave some specifics that you may need to know if you're looking to pick up quick cash as a part-time gig or a full-time gig, then this is how you're able to do it. So this is a woman named Amber Gist, who is a notary signing agent, a notary who specializes in property or loan documents. Becoming a notary signing agent gave her a flexible schedule and more time at home with her kids. This was a very important part to me. Her startup costs were about $3,000. So, ladies, you do want to have either money on a credit card or preferably cash in order to start up your business. And it also says here, and within a year, she was doing well enough to quit her 9 to 5 job. She really did hustle though. So she's 39 years old and she lives in Texas. So she became a notary in January 2021. Before that, she was a high school counselor looking for more flexibility with her schedule. Now it's saying here she makes $10,000 a month, works fewer hours than she did as a high school counselor, while making about the same salary. Here's how she got started. So what it says here is the first place to start is your Secretary of State website, which will tell you exactly the guidelines and the qualifications necessary to become a notary public in that state. You can also go to the National Notary Association website and they'll streamline the process. They'll ask for your information and submit all the necessary documents for you for about $25. Cherie, do not know anything about this process or this website. So do your own research before you do any of this, but this is what the article is saying. Okay, it's saying next, a notary public and notary signing agent are not the same thing. Every notary signing agent is a notary public, but not every notary public is a notary signing agent. While notary publics simply witness signatures, notary signing agents are able to get higher commissions because they specialize in real property documents or loan documents and walk borrowers through the signing. On January 1st, 2021, she took the plunge and did all of her training at once. She applied to become a notary public through the NNA, which took about 2 to 3 weeks to process. While she waited, she completed the NNA signing agent training, which costs an additional $285, and a program called the Loan Signing System, which costs about $800. Again, I am not referring these programs to you. Definitely do your own research with regards to this. Um, so one of the other things she says in here is that uh, she created an LLC for herself. So you are definitely able to do that. If you want to become a notary signing agent, the minimum you should expect to pay out of pocket for certification and supplies is $1,500 up to $2,500, depending on the amount of training required. She also invested in a commercial printer and a scanner, so her startup costs came out to be about $3,000. She's saying here that she usually works only 4 days a week for general notary appointments when she's just notarizing power of attorney forms or affidavit documents. It usually takes her about 10 to 30 minutes. She usually completes 2 to 3 of those a day, as well as 1 or 2 loan signings, which takes about 30 minutes to an hour. She also says here that learning how to market your business effectively was key for her. I cannot say that enough. Everybody that I've heard who's done well with notary has said that marketing and getting your name out there is the toughest part. I think it's just really the customer service. If somebody calls you, calling them back, you know, doing what you say you're going to do, making sure you're listed in the right places. That's what I've heard. So she's saying here she used Google Ads so that people in the community could find her online, but she also marketed directly to title companies and lenders by emailing, calling, or stopping by their offices to introduce herself and her services. Ladies, one of the things that's happening right now is that depending on where you live, the real estate market may be kind of tight, with regards to people not moving, not selling houses, buying houses, but there are other types of documents that can be notarized. So definitely do your research right now if you're getting started in this market and figure out where the money is. Is it with the title companies and the loan companies, or are there other areas where you're able to get your business started? Okay. If you're just starting out and wondering, she says, what a reasonable rate is, she would start by looking at what other notaries in your area are charging and using that as a baseline. She calculates her rate. She factors in her own expenses, which are about $500 to $600 per month between the toner and the paper for her printer, the gas she used to fill up her car. She says here, if I get an offer that's lower than my rate, I usually counter offer. And if they can't accept my offer, I won't make a profit, so I'll politely decline. And that's a great thing. Have boundaries with regards to your rate. Taking the time to get certified will pay off. And she just continues talking about why you will want to get certified here. There's a second article that came out, another Black woman here saying, I make $200 an hour as a notary signing agent. It's a surprisingly easy side hustle. Here's how I got certified and made my startup costs back within 2 weeks. So that is Andrea Morgan. She has been a notary signing agent specializing in real property and loan documents since July 2021. So both of these ladies have started pretty recently. Morgan decided to try notary work during the pandemic as a side hustle to help pay for college. She explains how she got certified, how to get clients, and the difference between notaries and NSAs. So there's probably a lot of overlapping information in here, but she says here, I originally got into the notary business during the pandemic after I came across a TikTok video of someone saying they made $150 an hour as a notary signing agent. I never heard of anything like that before and had zero experience before I decided to look into it. She also says here, I'm a full-time college student, so this has been a relatively low-lift side hustle that's helped me pay for my tuition. Good for her. I work about 16 hours a week, and all I have to do is watch a person sign documents and verify their identity. Here's my best advice for becoming a notary signing agent. After doing some research, I found out that I had to become a notary public first. A notary signing agent is quite different from a notary public. We specialize in real property documents or loan documents, and because of that, we get to charge a lot more than regular notaries. Most notary publics can only charge what their state allows. We, on the other hand, can reasonably charge whatever we see fit. To get started, again, looking at your Secretary of State website, these are the things that we discussed in the previous article. It says here in certain states called, quote, attorney states or, quote, no escrow states, in-house notaries handle the document signings as opposed to notary signing agents like myself. New York, for example, is an attorney state while California is an escrow state. Becoming a notary public in California is a bit harder than in other states. In most states, you can just go down to your county clerk's office and say, I want the application to be a notary. And it's pretty much as simple as that. In California, you have to take a course, pass an exam, and clear a background check to become a notary public. She says here, it only took me $1,600 to start my business as a certified notary signing agent. So, ladies, you're seeing here anywhere from $1,500 to $3,000 between these two ladies. So she says here, after I became a notary public, I had to become a certified notary signing agent. In California, professional training to become a notary signing agent is not mandatory, but I highly recommend it. Then you have to complete a background check through the National Notary Association. She also says here, I took a $497 course called the Loan Signing System from Mark Wells. So we don't know if Mark paid for this article to be put in Business Insider. Most of you know that there's a gentleman named Andre Hatchett online who also teaches how to become a notary. So, but anyway, she took a course and this person ended up becoming her mentor. It took about 2 weeks and it was incredibly helpful for a beginner, especially when it came to finding clients. She's saying here, after I took the course, I was off completing my first signing. You don't need a college degree. There are 18-year-olds fresh out of high school who become notary signing agents. So, yeah, ladies, look. Um, Oh, here's a good area. Notary signing agents typically get business in two ways. We find work through signing service business and direct client business. On average, I get more business through signing services, which are middlemen between notary signing agents and the escrow or title officers, than through direct client business recently. You can literally Google notary signing services near me to find them, but there are also popular platforms that notary signing agents use, such as Signing Order, SnapDocs, and Notary Rotary. When I get booked through a signing service, it typically goes like this. They contact me and ask if I'm available to conduct a signing. If I am, they either ask me my rate or give me a number and ask if I'm okay with that. That number usually falls between $75 and $200. My next step is to print out the necessary documents after the client sends them over. Depending on the signing, these documents range from 100 pages to 200 pages. They also provide me with instructions that specify what type of pen to use, what color ink to use, what identification I'll need to bring, and more. Um, Next, I'll go through each page that they send me and make sure everything is correct. Refinancing or reverse mortgages usually take about 45 minutes to an hour. Documents that involve buying or selling a home usually takes 30 to 40 minutes. So this is in line with what the other young lady said. Deed signings can take less than 15 minutes. After a while, it becomes second nature. Uh, so yeah, this is again a great way for you to make some extra money. You're able to do it full time, you're able to do it part time. I've heard good things from several people about being a notary and being a mobile notary. So, yeah, look, we're all trying to figure out how to make additional money, and this could be a great way for you. Remember that 80% of this business is the marketing. So you really want to make sure you have that tight and right. Get the right mentor who's able to help you with this. Okay, I'll see you ladies in the next video. Ladies, do you own a small business? Want to get grants for business loans, credit cards, or other types of funding? Then click my link in the description to get all the information.